here, as I said, and I'm going to talk to you about gentrification. So, I think most of you have heard the word gentrification if you come from it's a buzzword right now, and the presentation was here we go. So, what is gentrification? Maybe some of you asked, you've heard that buzzword, but maybe you don't know what it is exactly. Gentrification is the process of changing the character of neighborhood through the influence of more affluent residents and businesses. Gentrification often shifts a neighborhood's racial and ethnic composition and average household income by developing new and more expensive housing and businesses. So I think in these two sentences we already get quite some information about the pros and cons of gentrification. The pros are obviously the increase in investment in infrastructure, economic development of the area, and also a lower crime rate. The cons are, as you might suspect, and this is also what all the buzz is about, higher rents, loss of community for the people that already live there, and the displacement of the people that live there, which mostly affects older and poorer people that then don't have a chance to maybe move close to their families, friends, and community. Yeah, don't find a new apartment. Why did I pick that? Why did I pick that topic? I think I myself am gentrification. When I look around, all of you are gentrification. Oh, not my jokes. All of you are gentrification. This whole group is gentrification. We can see it everywhere in Berlin that neighborhoods are changing and becoming, different from what they currently were. I live in a region in the north of Neukölln that saw a rent increase of 150% in the last 10 years. And I think when you go to a party in Berlin, most of you know that one of the main topics we talk about is where we live and how much we pay for our apartment. And I think we all pay too much. We all know that. And also, since I moved here 5 years ago, there was always this buzz about this neighborhood that's going to come and going to be up and coming soon. And that's also something I wanted to find out, is the wedding really coming? Also, I'm a big fan of tabular data. I like the structure of it. I don't like working with images and text that much. I just like to have tabular data. And I wanted to do a map visualization that you're going to see. And yes, that's why I picked this talk. First of all, maybe some of you aren't from Berlin, so I'm going to give you a short introduction to Berlin. So, yes, obviously this isn't the official map of Berlin, but these are the 12 districts that there are. Obviously they're not counted, but they have the shape that come with them in them. So, when we look at Prenzlauer Berg, Hamburg, Schwabenland, this is where all the Swabian people live. It's very gentrified, but like this very neat. Männer, Bergheim, Kreuzberg and Friedrichshain, Berlin is divided in these 12 districts, and the city of Berlin came up with 136, or officially 138 neighborhoods, so we divided all of these 12 districts into smaller neighborhoods, and these neighborhoods are mainly called Kieze. So maybe you have heard that, the word Kiez. I was always told that not everyone knows what a Kiez is. So a Kiez is a neighborhood, an area that is determined by a couple of streets, and it's also something that inhabitants feel very connected to and identified with. So I think, to say it very pathetically, you influence the Kiez and the Kiez influences you. So yes. About my dataset, I had these two sources of data. The city of Berlin and the Berlin map. The city of Berlin prepared data for all of these 136 neighborhoods. It's a really abundance of data. So they have it in age brackets. So I got information on ages of the population, about the migration background. So just as a side note, you have a migration background in Berlin. If someone 3 generations ago came from a different country than Germany, you're still considered as someone with a migration background. So that sometimes makes up the high percentage of people with migration background in the neighborhoods. Then there was some general information included, like the size of the area, stuff like that. And the Berlin BIP prepares a yearly report on the rent increase and net income of the households per zip code. So I also had to bring that together. I had to combine these neighborhoods, these 136 neighborhoods with the postcode file, with zip codes. That was a hassle. Also, that everything came in PDF or Excel data that was in the format, in a very bureaucratic format by the city of Berlin. I gathered data for 10 years, so I think that's quite nice. So it was a quite nice and decent data set. What did I do with it? Obviously, I did some data exploration. Yeah, maybe next time I'm here to PowerPoint. Yeah, I did some data exploration. This just doesn't look that fancy now. I did a little bit more, but so I looked at the main determinant of gentrification is the rent increase. So not the rent increase, but the square meter price increase. So I looked at the correlations, what other features that I had correlate highly and in both directions with the square meter price. So I came up with these 11 features that you see here. 2 of them are age features, then a couple of them are migration background features, and I also have this lower quality thing, which means how many of the houses that are in the area, in the neighborhood, how many of them are better quality or worse quality, and the net income, exactly. So then I did some clustering. I did K-means clustering, which is, yes, the easiest, so to say, clustering algorithm. K-means clustering aims to partition any observations into a predetermined number of K clusters. I did some comparison and found that N clusters is 6 clusters is the best number of clusters. Then I looked at the clustering. We're going to have that in a couple of minutes. I looked at the clustering and I thought, this isn't enough. I want to show it. I want to give an indicator if some area maybe about some neighborhoods may be more gentrified than some other areas. So I invented the GentriFactor, which is a combination of the 11 features that I showed you before. I then applied principal component analysis, put them in a 2D scale, then took these 2 dimensions that I had them, put some math magic on it, and came up with this GentriFactor. And then suddenly, I had a little data set, as one we want in supervised learning. So I thought, hey, I can do some text series prediction on that. So take the data that I have so far, and maybe predict the GentriFactor for the future. For that, I applied a tree-based algorithm called XGBoost. And after some testing and actually some really nice results, but always my GentriFactor went down, and I thought, oh, what was that? I remember that some very smart man told me that we shouldn't do it on the actual number, but maybe on the percentage change. So I took the percentage change then, and then it didn't turn out that great anymore. But yeah, I came up with something and I'm going to show you, but this is something I really want to improve. So this all came together in my main piece of work that was just introductory now. And that is, drum rolls please. The Gentri-Watch. The Gentri-Watch. And this is what I'm going to talk about now. The Gentri-Watch is a dashboard. Interactive dashboard that you can see all the information which you want to have about the keys. So this is the map visualization I was talking about. So now we can just select a keys. Lady there with the glasses. Where do you live? Oh yes, what's that? Damn it, we already selected the keys. Oh, what a coincidence! So yes, social is close to girly. in this area that is called Südliche Luisenstadt. You then get all the information about the streets. For example, the square meter price right now is selected, and this, the coloring, then tells you what Kiez has a high square meter price, and what don't have and what not. So you can then get this table that gives you all the information about other features, and you can just click on them if you're interested in something else. Like, for example, total population. And then you see, look at that. Tempelhof is a lot higher populated than, for example, Südliche where she is. You also get some information on the background, the migration background of the people that live there. So, someone told me that she originally comes from Bulgaria. So yeah, then you see, hey, 230 other people in this region also come from Bulgaria. And she's a millennial, like most of the people in this area. Then let's go back to the square meter. Then you can see, okay, here I want some further information on the feature. So you click here, and you get a comparison of the square meter price in euro compared to Berlin. And then this is where she lives. And you decide Kreuzberg, which is the district, one of the districts she lives in. You also get the yearly percentage change of the square meter price. So if it's 0, that means that it went steadily, but you can see from 2010 to around 2013, it grows more than steadily, which also sounds like the time when Kreuzberg was actually, this is what people wanted. Now it's going down. Interesting, I did not expect that, but yes. You also can see the distribution here, so you can get a sense of where your district is in all of the square meter prices there are. So in 2019, she was definitely over the node. You also get that for the distribution of the square meter prices. If you're interested in not only 2019, but maybe 2011, you also get that there. Yeah, so we have the year slider there. And then now comes the clustering I was talking about. Yes, this is the clustering. And actually, these 11 features that I came up with, and yes, I said before that I put them on a 2D scale, so this principal component thing, just to be able to visualize it better. And actually, although I didn't put any geographical data in there, they still came up with the clusters that I would also combine, just from knowledge of Berlin that I have. So this cluster, so this is where Südliche is. So this cluster is mostly Neukölln and Kreuzberg. And this cluster is Prenzlauer. So what I think you can see from this clustering thing is that there are two different directions of gentrification in Berlin. The one is the tiny elite one, the one with the money. It's this one. And the other one is the hip one, I would call it. And this is this one. So what's interesting now is this, for example, is Walter Kiez where I live. Is this going to go up in the future? Like, is it going to change? Like, is the ethnic composition really going to change? And net income, I think, because this is what's there. And then the GentriFactor, that for her Kiez slowed down a little, but as I said, in some time predictions, also is on the rise again. Yeah, I think it's quite a big thing that I did there. Yes. Going back to this. What else is there? So I want to improve the GentriFactor prediction because right now, as I said, I'm not super happy with the results and also, fake it till you make it. So faking it. And then I also want to introduce a couple of features that might be interesting, for example, the style of housing, like Altbau versus Plattenbau, because I think cool kids that we are, we all don't want to live in Plattenbau. No, probably don't. And yes, I think this is actually important, even if an area is close to some other area. That might make a difference, and that might be the reason why some Kiez is not gentrifying, because there's too much Plattenbau. And then, as I just mentioned a little bit now, the vicinity to an already gentrified or gentrifying neighborhood really makes a difference too. So, that's something I wanted to show. Yeah, sure, we have to go back to the dashboard now, because yes, this is like an important thing, which I thought you can see from the clustering. Since you can see where it was in the past, you can maybe see where it's heading to. So when we look at where Neukölln is right now, when we look at where first we get Neukölln were 2010, down here, and now into that, so you remember this area, right? You remember that? Yeah, keep that in mind. And then we go to 2019, thank God this is so slow. And then we see that Parkviertel and Ost-Straße, both in the north on the north of Wedding and the south of Reinickendorf, they are now there where Neukölln was 10 years ago. So that I think this, yeah, just go there, move there. That would be my prediction. Yeah, sorry. Yes. What else is there? If you live in Berlin, maybe you know that the Mietpreisbremse is a big thing. So that also would maybe be a challenge to my price prediction if it comes. I'm a big fan of that. I would appreciate it if it comes, but maybe I should put that into my model too. And the closure of Flughafen Tegel might also make a difference because the area around there might be interesting. Yes, and one day it's going to go live, so stay tuned for that. Thank you very much.